Infernal Rock Radio.
Built by the bands for the fans.
You know you boys owe me a lot of money for that building.
Built by the bands for the fans of Infernal Rock Radio. There we go. Get rid of that talk-over track. That was The Ringmaster by Las Cruces, and joining me is Mando. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right.
Mondo, yeah.
Mondo?
Cool. Mondo, yeah.
From Las Cruces, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
So why don't you just briefly tell us a little bit about the band. You're from San Antonio area, correct?
Yes, correct? San Antonio, Texas. Band formed in 1994, and I joined in 2000. But kind of, I've been a friend of the band ever since they started, or maybe even before. And I want to say we because it's we now, but we've been recording and writing music ever since, and we're working on our fourth record right now. We released Dusk, 2010, and that was the third full length. My first full length with them, but second actual recording with the band.
So have you guys, started so long ago? It's been a band for so long. How many lineup changes have you guys kind of gone through?
Man, there's too many to name, really, but I can't count on one hand how many lineup changes. If you look at the albums, there's different members in each release, and that kind of kind of goes with the territory, I guess. They just had different members, I guess, because just personnel changes and maybe personal conflicts, or I don't know, who knows what happened really. I wasn't there to see most of it, but first perspective, for me was just just they have to take care of things that they got to take care of in normal life, everyday life. So it kind of took precedent over the band. So that's where which I totally understand. But things go on, and we just we keep moving.
So do you guys have a pretty solid lineup now then?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's been this way for about maybe 2.5 years, going on 3 years, I think, and we're working great. We've been writing a lot of stuff before the release of Ringmaster, we're not Ringmaster, before the release of Dusk, and after, of course, but we're still putting final touches, and I'd say we have like 6 to 7 in the bag right now that are complete songs, and then we're working on maybe 4 more that are just pieces, bits and pieces that are starting to look like or sound like songs, but we'll find all that out here in a couple of months. We want to get about a good 15 to 20 songs, that way we can get a good pick from, that we have a good strong, set song list on the album. But we just been working on that, trying to put the songs together, and the lineup's really good. Like like I was saying, like it's Jimmy Bell's the newest member, and he's been working out really good. I mean, we've been friends for over 10 years, and us in the band, and his addition to the band, it came kind of sudden, but I mean, he's been so far the longest, in the as a bass player, I want to say. But yeah, it's going great so far.
With the albums kind of coming so far apart, have you guys at least had a lot of time to tour around, play at least around the Texas area?
Yeah, we've been doing that since the release of Dusk. We did in 2010. We went on an East Coast tour. It was just like a week full of dates, a handful of dates maybe. But we did Dallas. We started off in Dallas, then I can't remember. It was Dallas, then Midwest, and we moved our way up the East Coast, D.C. area, Maryland, Philadelphia, New York, and then all the way back to Houston. But we're really looking on getting our way back up there, because that scene over there, I've noticed anyway, is really strong as far as doom and heavy music, heavy rock, and actually we're playing anywhere we can. But what's been not easy, but what we've been able to do is, what we've been doing is that East Coast tour in 2010, and then we did Days of the Doom last year, to kind of a Midwest stint of dates in the summer of last year. Just here and around Texas every time we can. We do as much as we can when we can.
You guys got a pretty solid doom scene down in the Texas area? Yeah,
it's very strong. Dallas is a stronghold there. Houston is getting heavier by the minute. Houston's been a really, really big kind of, home, not a home base, but a home away from home, if you will. They've taken to us really good, and so is Austin, Dallas, and Houston. Those are pretty much the hot spots as far as doom. San Antonio's, okay, but as far as the turnout for crowds, it's not as dominant as like Dallas or Austin. I mean, even Houston for that matter. Like I said, Houston's in the previous has been really good to us, and it's coming around even stronger. As like I said, as we speak, there's a lot of bands, Sanctus Bellum, and a whole bunch of other bands, man, are kicking ass out there. Needless to say, Dallas has a really strong hold there too. Austin as well with Mala Suerte, and Dallas with Solitude Eternus, and everybody else up there. Henry's playing Henry from Blood of the Sun's playing drums for St. Vitus now, and that's awesome. I mean, he's a good friend of ours, and great asset to have in the doom scene.
Awesome. How about we check out another Las Cruces tune?
Sounds good, man.
I've got Killer Kane lined up here. Is there anything you'd like to tell the listeners about this song?
George and the guys wrote that one before I had joined the band, but I was a huge fan of the lineup and the work they did before I had joined. I said we'd pal around and stuff, but this one, we kind of, usually it's an opener for our set, but cheers to everybody listening, man. Thanks.
All right, this is Killer Kane, Las Cruces. Crank it up.
Jesus Christ, man. Why don't you love somebody just a little? Why don't you help somebody Help them. Help, for the love of Christ. You green soaked caterpillar torturing bastard! You're gonna wear that uniform? Sleep in it? Bathe in it? Try to take it off and you'll die in it! Is that clear?
We are back with Mondo.
Yes.
So, I guess I'm looking for what are some of your biggest influences when you're writing your music, especially this new album?
Well, recently we've been kind of concentrating on the horror aspect of like films and books or anything that inspires us, to write. Mainly when we're writing or when I'm writing a riff or, I kind of tend to think of a scene in a horror movie that kind of, blood curling or just if I'm watching a part in a movie where it's, really kind of got your attention, it's like a car crash, you can't look away, but you're still kind of captivated by the scene, and we're kind of right to that scenario. We keep a horror aspect in our mind. We kind of fill the silence with our own doom sound, somewhat. That's the way we kind of looking at it.
So is it like a little bit more aggressive than your stuff in the past, or is it still going to have that mellow vibe? Yeah,
it's definitely got still Las Cruces. George is the main songwriter in the past for the first two records, and it's definitely got the Las Cruces vibe, and we're keeping it still street. What we've kind of kept the integrity of the band, or the vision, or we write with what we know, and whatever comes out that sounds heavy and grooving, we're going to kind of tend to stray towards, or stick towards. I don't mean to stray from. I meant we're going to gravitate towards more of that sound, and yeah, it's definitely Las Cruces. There's some changes that we're growing as writers and as musicians, but it's still heavy and still doom. And I've heard that we're doom, but like not so much your typical doom sound, But I agree. I totally agree with that because we're kind of pushing it to where what we've never done. I don't want to say we get bored with our writing, but we're pushing it to strive for better songs and just try to. I don't want to say top to last what we've done before, but in a way, yeah.
Always kind of looking for that new thing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as long as it fits our sound, you know, and if we're all happy with it, then it's a go. But if someone's scratching their head like, well, it sounds like something, or we're not really happy with it, then, you know, we know something's not right, you know.
Mm-hmm. So do you guys have any tour plans coming up? I know you were going to try and make it up to Days of the Doom this year, and that ended up not working out, but you guys going to take some of that time and head out anywhere else?
Yeah, well, we were planning on possibly East or West Coast. We haven't hit the West Coast yet. We did East Coast in 2010, and we wanted to head back, but then we were considering the West Coast because we hadn't been out that way. So hopefully we can get out that way, man. We still have some money we were saving from the Days of the Doom since, you know, those plans, you know, got changed or, you know, whatnot. So we were going to use some of that money to go back in the studio and start recording the new songs and possibly, you know, hit some dates out west, you know, because like I said, we've never been out there, and I know there's fans out that way, you know, a killer Doom scene too. So I'd really like to hit up, you know, all points of the U.S. and see where the hot spots are, you know, like, of course, the East Coast is a hot spot, but not knowing what the West Coast holds, we'd like to hit that place up, you know.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are looking for, I heard you're looking for some new distribution deals or something.
Correct. Yeah, we're trying to get as much out as we can. If we can get some killer distribution for, you know, Europe and the rest of the world, or even the United States, man, that'd be great. Brain Tickets helped us a whole bunch. John and Brain Ticket, I mean, I totally take my hat off to them, and, you know, I thank them from the bottom of my heart for helping us, especially when they thought the band was already defunct or, you know, not working. So they totally, you know, took a chance on us again, and I totally, you know, thank them for that. And hopefully we can get some more distro out there, like in Europe, like we were talking, and maybe re-releasing the prior stuff and maybe some vinyl, hopefully. And I mean, that's really what I'd like to see is all three records put on vinyl, and, you know, hopefully a new release. Yeah,
that seems to be the you know, with the whole iTunes thing, as far as bands selling stuff, seems like the vinyl's really starting to be a big hit.
Yeah, I'm glad too, you know, because I'm a big fan of the whole art packaging thing of the band. You know, you can only see so much on a little CD packet, you know, and
yeah, it's all crammed in a little plastic case.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that's why I've missed the days of the, you know, the whole gatefold sleeves and the inner sleeve and, you know, the special thanks and just everything. I mean, the whole, you know, vinyl package was killer because, I mean, I'd spend hours looking at my Iron Maiden covers and Kiss albums and just, wow, I want that, you know. Someday I'll have a record, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I mean, and not only that, but the quality of the audio is great, you know.
Yeah. So I guess one thing I like to ask everybody that joins me for an interview is, what are you listening to yourself? You know, new bands, underground bands, anything that you think people may not have heard of, or even if they had, something that you think they should be listening to.
Yeah. Shoot. Let me see. I've been jamming. I know everybody's already hip on it, and it's old news, but I've been really jamming the hell out of the Orchid almost all day, or all year this year. Hold on, give me a sec. Just 2 seconds.
Yep. Still here.
Yeah, I apologize about that, man. I opened the door for a minute. Wait, question again. I apologize. What was that?
Bands. You were saying Orchid.
Right. Yeah, I've been jamming the Orchid. When that Ghost came out, I thought it was pretty cool. It was a change. Reminded me of Merciful Fate. What else? A lot of local stuff. There's band Split Hoof from Austin. They kind of defunct now, but I've been jamming their disc, and it's a good friend of mine on guitar. Mala Suerte is really good from Austin. A lot of Texas bands. Sanctus Bellum from Houston. Project Armageddon from Houston is really good. Who else? There's a lot of good stuff out there that's going on right now. You just got to keep your ear to the ground and, you know, listen to what's heavy coming your way, you know?
Yep. So, last thing then, contact info. If people are looking to get a hold of you, find out where you're going to be on tour, stuff like that, what's the best way to keep in contact with you guys?
That would probably be the Facebook site, Las Cruces. It's facebook.com/Las Cruces. And then also the reverbnation.com/Las Cruces. And that would be the main thing, how to get a hold of us. 2 seconds, okay?
Yep. All right. As we're getting ready to say goodbye here, I've got one more tune that we're going to play from Las Cruces. And when Mondo gets back, I will see if he wants to say anything about it. We've got Cocaine Wizard Woman coming up. This one is also off Dusk, their 2010 release.
Cool.
All right. Anything you'd like to say about this last track?
It was all written. True story. Only the names have been changed to protect the guilty. I'm kidding, man. It was a lot of fun. Actual story, but don't do drugs and keep the faith. Doom. And thanks for the support.
All right. Thank you very much for joining me. And
thank you.
I hope you make it up this way again soon.
I hope so too, man. Thanks for having us.
You bet. Last song here from Las Cruces, Cocaine Wizard Woman. Crank it up.